Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, not in my cider shed, in quite an echoey room in Devon, with some more cider to try. And it's one I bought today. I had not seen these people before. Quite a pretty label. There's the label. This is Laycock's, and this is their single variety Dabinett. So I've got a blend and I got the Dabinett. So I thought I'd use the Dabinett first. Because I like Dabinett. I'd be interested to see what it's like. So it looks filtered. They are in Devon. Where are they exactly? What does it say on here? They're in Church Farm, Purse Corndle, Sherborne, Dorset. That's where they are. They have sheep which graze within the orchards. It looks like the standard orchards. I looked on on Google Earth. I couldn't see any orchards actually at the farm, so I'm not sure where the orchards are in relation. I couldn't see anything nearby. So I'm not sure how far from the farm the orchards are, and if it's their own orchards. I think it implied that it was. Laycock cider is traditional handcrafted cider made using a variety of cider apples, producing a refreshing, crisp and smooth flavour. So, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Got this thing, because my thing is elsewhere. I've got a table. I've set up some sort of strange contraption on a radiator with books. It's quite it's a bit Heath Robinson me set up, but it is what it is. Let's pour it out. Let's have a look. So forced carbonated by the looks of it. It says no artificial flavourings, additives, nothing like that whatsoever. Certainly looks filtered. Certainly looks bottle conditioned, judging by the bubbles. Don't know if it's wild yeast. It said it was quite apple crisp, so crisp and appley. On the description I saw on the website, which makes me think they're using like a wine yeast or something. A little bit of colour. I haven't got my thing with you today, but you can see against this whitish background. Got a little bit of colour, sort of golden bordering on amber. A bit of amber in there. What was the ABV as well? That's quite important, isn't it? Yes, Chris, it is. What's the ABV? Good question. Don't know what it is. 6%. So that implies that they're not watering back. 6% seems like a reasonable amount of booze for a Dabinett. Let's give it a sniff using a wine glass today. Quite delicate. Hint of smokiness about it, I want to say. They're quite delicate. There's a hint of smokiness. There's a hint of like cider apple. There is a hint of cider apple. Fruity. Sort of hints of like sort of demerara sugar perhaps as well. A tiny bit of funk about it, just a hint. Well, not super strong those, but all those things I said apply as far as I'm concerned. Let's give it a taste. Okay, solid tannin, and this is solid tannin. This is a proper cider apple, you can tell. The stringy on the teeth, quite a lot of stringy on the teeth actually. Anything on the back end? I think there's hints of hard tannin on the back as well. Hints of leatheriness, which is good. It sets this apart from commercial ciders straight off the bat. It really does. It's quite a delicate flavour in the middle. I think they are using a wine yeast. It is quite fruit forward. It doesn't have quite the complexity I think you get from using wild yeast. But it's quite appley, but it's almost like a toffee apple kind of thing going on with it. But actually it's not bad. I feel like it's over-carbonated though. I really do. I'd like less carbonation than this. They actually sell it in like bagging boxes and sort of like bags with a spigot tap on it. It's a still cider. I think I'd like to try this as a still cider. I think this would be quite a good still cider actually. I think I'd rather like it. Is it back sweetened? I think it is slightly, but it's not. I'd say it's a medium. It's not super sweet at all. You're relatively low acid, which is what you'd expect from Dabinett. Somerset bittersweet, discovered in the early 1900s by William Dabinett. Yeah, so I think it's pretty good, this actually. It's not bad at all, but I think the carbonation is slightly overdone. And I do feel like if they're using a wine yeast, there may not be. I just feel like that kind of fruit-centric, quite apple-y kind of character. It's got less of that sweated apple character to me that I associate with an earthiness that I associate with cider apples, which Dabinett is a classic cider apple, bittersweet. Yeah, I feel like they might be using a cultured yeast, and that's just making it a little less interesting for me. However, it is solid. It's quite cold. I think if it loses a bit of the CO2, if I let it sit and it warms up a bit, it'll improve actually. Yeah, I wish it wasn't quite so fizzy. But the tannins are there. They're really, really there. Respect for that. This feels like a proper cider. But it's had a little bit of intervention in terms of the yeast and so forth. And with the sparkle. I'd love to have this like still or bottle conditioned with wild yeast. I bet it'd be absolutely cracking. Because that's pretty solid. It is actually pretty solid. I was looking forward to it, and I was anxious because I was like, oh, is it really good? And because it's like quite, I mean, the label must have been costing quite a lot of money. I mean, it's quite a beautiful thing. That seems to be a chicken having a pint of cider. It's quite a pretty looking label, you have to say. So yeah, okay. I mean, it's bordering on simplistic in terms of the yeast character, or that apple character, and I think a bit more. But in terms of the tannin that it's got, solid. It really is solid. So yeah, if you see anything from Laycock's in Dorset, pick one up and try it. That's what I say. So there you go. That was a sparkling Dabinett, Laycock's in Dorset, 6%. Not bad. And I think it's going to get better as it warms up. Okay guys, thank you for joining me in a very echoey run in Devon. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.